And then from the corner, I hear fucking Death just chirping, going off in the mouth. It just fucking pissed me off. 30 seconds of the fight.
If that was a real MMA fight.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Okay?
Give me a strat chat.
The show's over. The clown's over. You want to get fucking good or want to keep going on this circus act? You tell me. Good. Because I don't want to waste my fucking time with this clown show shit. All right?
Mighty Mouse just put out the second part to the training arc series that he has going on with Death Sentence. Apparently, he decides to put it just right after I made the reaction video with Death Sentence fighting Sakurai. From what I'm hearing, apparently Mighty Mouse loses his temper and crashes out on Death Sentence, telling him to shut the fuck up. If you're not familiar with this world and who these people are, honestly, I don't blame you. But yeah, obviously you should know who Mighty Mouse is, right? A UFC fighter, a UFC legend, possibly the GOAT, Demetrius Johnson. He has taken on Death Sentence and Wing C, for that matter, as apprentices. And so he's been helping them level up their games. And if you're not familiar with who those two people are, they have both taken on basically characters, and they compete on street beefs, which is essentially a sort of a backyard scrap kind of thing. They sometimes do boxing, sometimes do MMA, depending on what the fighter wants, it seems like. But yeah, one of the things that I'm hearing is that they aren't taking their training seriously, so Demetrius Johnson crashes out on them. So let's check this out together, and let's see if there's anything that we can learn from it.
Death has been grinding in the jiu-jitsu, and he got his very first stripe in jiu-jitsu. I was very, very proud of him. I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of people don't understand the hardest belt to get isn't the black belt. The hardest belt to get is the white belt, because a lot of people are scared to start or they're intimidated. So for Death to stick with jiu-jitsu, I was very proud of Death for getting his very first stripe. Okay, let's get to work.
Come on, it ain't all fun and play. I know you out there begging girls now and all that stuff, that big meat sentence you got. Come on.
It appears Death Sentence has been training in jiu-jitsu this whole time since his last fight. It's been, what, 2-3 months maybe? And he's just barely got his first stripe on his white belt. And I say barely, but honestly, that's a little bit impressive. I used to train in jiu-jitsu a few years ago, and it took me, what, like 6, maybe even 8 months, if I recall. So yeah, not bad at all, Death Sentence. Honestly, I think they may have given him that stripe a little bit prematurely if they were using the standards that my gym personally used. And it seems that Sakurai, the fight that we saw last week on the reaction video, he apparently disrespected Death Sentence and called him out beforehand. And we even take a look at some of the footage, a little bit behind the scenes from Mighty Mouse and Death Sentence. You could see that he apparently got probably fucked up by some guy that was way bigger than him and probably a lot more trained.
All right, here we go.
By facing the notorious 14-1 bare-knuckle professional fighter.
Okay, you gonna knock him out.
Yeah. What was that? Honestly, I could have just went for someone like Death Sentence. He called me out the first. This was his plan since the beginning. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy.
So it was very, very interesting to see, because obviously I'm sure Sakurai definitely felt that Death Sentence would be a much easier fight, and therefore would have a much, much easier time taking whatever punches that came his way.
He can take a shot. I will tell you, he can take a shot, because that guy's throwing heat. So he can take a shot.
Gonna take a shot from me.
You do hit hard as fuck.
Yes. Hey, Mighty Mouse said I hit hard, guys. Personal fight, and he's brutally honest.
But sometimes
Let's be super honest, guys. Mighty Mouse is just being nice.
be a little bit. You're gonna have to do a little bit more to get him out. That's why I like choking people.
We're also getting some really interesting insight from Mighty Mouse as to what he thinks about Wing C particularly. I know I've been saying this whole time that I think Wing C is actually a pretty skilled fighter, which he definitely is. But apparently Mighty Mouse seems to think that Wing C wins most of his fights simply because he just overwhelms them, not necessarily with skill, which I could see that point that he's making. But honestly, I think it could be a little bit of both. You know, in boxing, being able to apply a lot of pressure on a fighter is in itself a technique, I believe so, or at least a strategy that works pretty well. So I don't really take that from Wing C.
Wing C he just wants to fight all the time. He's very, very active in the yard. I think he's 18-2 in street beefs, and then he's 4-1 as an amateur. Now, his strength is that he overwhelms people, and he's very confident on the feet, and he's not scared to get hit. He moves very good. He has great punches, and he hits pretty hard. His weakness is that he doesn't take time to learn. That's his biggest weakness, and he's always focused on trying to capture content.
We also hear Mighty Mouse mentioning that he thinks Death Sentence's trash talking is top tier, which is what I said exactly last week as well.
I will say this.
Yes.
Your shit talking ability is out of this world.
Ah, you think so?
Oh, it's great.
Rank, are you amongst all UFC fighters who has one of the greatest?
I'll probably say you're above Conor McGregor.
Above Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Your shit talking ability is really fucking good.
But another funny detail, if you notice in the background, anytime that Death Sentence pops up on the screen, they have some sort of character in the back. Batman in this case. I just thought that was a very hilarious detail. This next section in the video is where we start to see things go a little bit off. We see Wing C and Death Sentence sort of joking around, not really being focused. They complain that Mighty Mouse picked them up a little bit too early. And as soon as we jump into the sparring, we see that Wing C starts calling Mighty Mouse good boy. And obviously, I don't know if the gym that you train at, if you would find that disrespectful, but I think the gym that I personally go to, that would definitely not be a good sign or of a good sparring partner or whatever it may be. Yeah, that may potentially escalate things.
Oh, he's hard on us.
I'm not hard on you guys.
For about fucking 8, bro. Let me tell you something. They decided to get some extra sleep right at 9, so we're gonna leave at 9:45. I was like, "Good, we'll get sleep extra." This nigga went out of his way to get us earlier than that.
And you know, Mighty Mouse, he stays composed this entire time, and honestly, he is sort of giving Wing C subtle hints that he should chill out, spar a little more technical. But obviously, we have this cutaway to Wing C saying that he wants to feel death going across his face.
Yeah, good boy. I was calling him good boy after he started responding because he was just letting me touch. He was like super chill and he wanted to play it technical, but I wanted more of like an experience of death sliding by my face. And when he would finally get a good shot that was at least more than 20%, I would say, good boy.
He kept saying good boy. Good boy. Does he realize I'm fucking 38 years old and I've done this for 20 fucking years?
Shortly after Mighty Mouse drops Wing C with a brutal head kick, this is where we start to see Mighty Mouse go a little bit more into teaching mode, giving them some lessons as an unk, where Wing C actually notices the absolute skill gap that there is between them, and Wing C even gives him his props, which obviously is good to hear that it's not all ego.
There we go. Oh my goodness, now I'm down, crash. That was golden.
You see what I mean? There's no point to go hard. I gotta put some respect on. This guy's gotta have some type of respect. So I threw a fucking high kick. It landed. I knew it was gonna fucking land. And he gets dropped.
I didn't feel like that. Usually I can see that before it happens, but he just perfectly timed it with his technician ability to just kind of light. He didn't even hit me that hard, but he just tapped me at the right moment when I had my arm outstretched with like my jaw peeking out, and he just put me down for like a second. And it honestly was so cool to be able to see that level of precision in striking. Thank you, Mighty.
You can clip that if you want.
That's the clip. That's the clip, chat.
Your biggest thing. So after I knocked down Wing C, I was trying to explain to him, like, how did I land that high kick, right? Because he has a certain way about how he throws, and he doesn't have a real good hand exchange. And then from the corner, I hear fucking Death just chirping, going off in the mouth. It just fucking pissed me off. 30 seconds of the fight.
If that was a real MMA fight.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Okay?
Give me the strat, chat.
The show's over. The clown's over. You want to get fucking good or want to keep going on with this circus act? You tell me.
Good.
Because I don't want to waste my fucking time with this clown show shit. All right? You guys don't want to get fucking good or you keep playing around and... Right?
Yes, sir.
I'm very passionate about fighting.
Sir.
I'm very passionate about getting people better. But I'm not passionate about trying to look for clips and shit. Okay? When I started training 18 years ago, it wasn't about the fucking money. It wasn't about fucking clips and views. You guys live in a different generation than I do, okay? That's why you guys call me fucking unk. Yes, I am, okay? You guys want to get good, you got to fucking train, not just keep fighting.
Even after telling Death Sentence to shut the fuck up, they proceed to spar, where Mighty Mouse again starts to apply some discipline in between mid-fight, teaching him how to do the proper choke, which again, if you recall, I called it that Death Sentence did not have the proper placement on his neck, on Sack Race's neck, to do that choke that he wanted to do. One other thing I noticed is that Death Sentence starts to rush in with elbows. And I don't know about your gym, again, if someone came to that gym that I go to and start throwing elbows, especially without any elbow padding, that may probably escalate things to a not very good point. I believe many of the things that we're seeing is simply just a lack of formal training from both Winksy and Death Sentence. They just don't know proper sparring etiquette, proper, I guess, just overall how to be a humble fighter, right? In terms of what we typically think when we go to a gym where people train.
Shit! Oh, shit! I got you now, motherfucker. Oh, no elbows now. No elbows now. You can't do that. Where's the jiu-jitsu? Oh, there's a car. Oh, armbar. Shut up.
Once he got my back, he got on my back, and we were trying to work that choke. I let him get the choke in. He didn't understand the finish mechanics of choking somebody out. And somebody who doesn't understand that, they won't be able to choke anybody out. And so the biggest thing I was telling him is that when you have the choke, you need to turn. If I'm down like this, he needs to turn my nose up, which brings my neck up. I taught it to rotating. And then once you do that, you lock in the choke and you squeeze, not pull. He's so used to pulling, it's squeezing. So I was trying to teach him squeeze, not pull, squeeze.
Now we're entering the portion of the video where we have to ask ourselves if they're just trying to be entertaining or maybe they're just reckless. For example, Death Sentence, as soon as he shows up to the event, he starts beefing with everyone. We see him flip off at Gray, starts beef with some other fighters as well. And, while I find this very entertaining, it's personally not my style, right? I'm more of a humble fighter, right? I know that even though I think I'm, pretty skilled in boxing, I know there's people out there who are way more skilled than me. So I try to always keep a learning mindset, right? This actually takes me back to my boxing amateur debut, where the guy that I was fighting, he came up to me and sort of tried to little bro me, putting his hand on my shoulder. And the whole time I was like, hey, you know what? It's whatever. Once we get in the ring, we're going to see what it's really about. But I'm not really about that. Try to intimidate your opponent before the fight even happens, or if you don't know the guy at all, right? So that's just personally my style. I know some people try to do mind games. They implement a lot of other strategies before the fight actually happens. But personally, I train to fight. I don't train to trash talk.
Our house. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Destin is beefing with everybody. Once we got there, he's beefing with Lights Out. He's beefing with this person. I'm like, Dad, can you just calm down? Please, for the love of everybody here.
No! Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, no.
By the way, let's take a moment to admire that tough Luffy shirt. I'm gonna have to look that up later, see where you got that. All right, let's see what Winksy has in store for us.
Look at that.
You see what I mean? Like, they do all these emotes and stuff, which is funny, right? But as you can see, Mighty Mouse thinks your thing is not that funny.
You got in your car.
Is he singing?
This should be interesting. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, snap. Okay. Very good instinct. He dodged that punch like it's like along the way.
Let's go. Be aggressive. Yeah. Watch out. Keep your momentum with the left.
I love the confidence though.
Yeah.
You gotta pick that, Chef. Get out, touch him. Don't get out, touch him. There you go. Get out, touch him, Roman. You're all right. There you go. Move around. Move around.
He does a very good job of moving in and out. Obviously, creating that space allows him to emote and do all this crazy stuff that he's doing, but it's good. It's good nonetheless.
Over, buddy. Over.
More. That's one of the one a little bit.
There you go. Turn it back.
Chef, run it.
Oh, that was a sick kick. It missed, but it looked pretty good.
I don't know why you got me.
Uppercuts in the middle. I was going to finish him off.
That was hard.
Yeah, he's just too young.
Great fight, guys. Great.
He's too young.
Great.
Just overwhelmed them. But see, what I would like to see from that is you're overwhelming him. Now just move, try to make him miss, and then hit him to the body and move. And try to be slick about it. Anybody got his wings? His motherfucking wings?
Anybody got his wings? Yeah, they gave it to him. All right.
Ready? Equip. How was that, Master?
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Drunk him like chocolate milk.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you got a winner? Right here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, good fight. Dude, you had some really good
Oh, good fight. Okay.
It is time.
Obviously, I already saw Death Sentence's fight last week on the Street Beef page, so we're not going to see that again. If you want to see that, you can head over to the other video. So what did we just see from Ring C? I think what we saw is exactly what I mentioned. He has actual skills. Even Mighty Mouse says that he thinks Wing C has the potential to become something a lot greater if he actually applied himself. Some of the things that I noticed is that he has some good footwork, good head movement. You can see him slip some punches in there. He also threw some sick kicks. I mean, you can't tell me that a complete novice is doing kicks like this. Another thing I noticed is that I feel like Wing C is also a lot more humble of a fighter, especially compared to Death Sentence. Death Sentence, as soon as his fight finished, he basically threw a tantrum, while Wing C gave his opponent props. And honestly, from what we're seeing, I think this may be the turning point for Death Sentence. This is his 5th loss, and what we see here is that he actually ends up crying after the actual loss. I'm not sure if he's ever gotten emotional before after he takes a loss.
Are you okay? Hey, get your glove, get your glove, come on, get up, get your glove, come on, get up, get up. It's okay. Hey, come on,
Hold your chin up, brother. Hold your chin up, man. You're a fucking warrior, man.
Over here.
We see him mention that he's going to be training with Wing C for 3 months, which I presume his next fight is going to be shortly after that. And it seems like this loss has really humbled him. And that's really great to see, because this sentence is very entertaining. But I think if he wants to really stay here, especially if he wants to maintain the fan base that he does have currently because of his character being so anime focused, I think the only way for him to keep that momentum going is to actually become a good fighter. And Wing C could definitely help him with that, especially if Mighty Mouse decides to keep training with him as well. I'm excited to see where this is going to go. Hopefully, they both keep learning, right? Wing C, I would like to see more skill apply along with his aggression, which I think he does have. So I guess let me know down below. Do you think that Death Sentence is going to actually make a change for real this time? Yeah, let me know what you think. From what I'm seeing, I have pretty good hopes that he will. So I'm looking forward to see what's next. See ya.